All right, here we go. We have a comedy legend in the building, Tommy Davidson. Welcome to Vlad TV.
I made it.
You made it.
I made it. It's been a journey.
It was a journey?
It's been a journey.
We got there, though.
Yeah, I gotta humbly say, persistence is the key word in this Vlad because, you got me here. And what feels good about that is, is someone's interested in knowing what I'm about, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's for no other reason. I'm like, oh, man, let's do it,
Well, I've been interested, man. I've been a longtime fan. In Living Color was something I watched every week. It was such a watershed moment, I think, in television that really created something that even to this day, people still reference. Yeah. Ask any Caribbean person about "Hey man," or
man. I got 3 jobs.
3 jobs, man.
Man. I work at the laundromat. I work at the McDonald's. I work at here. Oh, I got to go to work.
Exactly. The homie the clown, to all the different characters, to you playing Michael Jackson and MC Hammer and and everything else like that, man. I think it's still kind of a blueprint to comedy these days. And it's definitely an honor to be sitting down with you right now.
Man. Thank you.
Well, this is your first time here. I want to start in the very beginning.
Okay.
So you have a very, very, very interesting story at the start. So you actually were not born Tommy Davidson. You were born Anthony Reed.
Yep. Sure was.
In Greenville, Mississippi.
Yeah, Greenville, Mississippi.
And at the time, it was one of the poorest counties in America?
Poorest counties in the country. Yeah.
And your mom had you, and then things went very left.
Way left.
Got
left.
Even
left to the left.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was the beginning. That's how I came into this world. I was left in a pile of trash, and a woman that was there pretty much randomly found me.
Yeah.
And my life began there.
Okay. So let's talk about that for a second. So your mom had you, and did she have other kids at the time, or you were her first?
Mm-hmm. No, I was her 4th kid.
Okay.
At the time.
So she had 3 other kids. And was there drug problems at the time?
Yeah, that came into the picture. I rather run it in reverse. I found out later.
Right, exactly.
That she had a drug problem way later, because I didn't meet her for my whole life.
Exactly.
This thing, the way it began was being found in my consciousness. You see what I mean? So I didn't know anything about black or white at all. Like, I'm this baby.
Right. Because a white woman actually found you and adopted you.
Yeah. So, it's better to play it in reverse because as I went on to find out more, that's how I formed.
Yeah.
So here I was, found there, taken almost dead, unconscious, coma, starved, taken to the hospital for a couple of months, nursed back to health. Then I was taken from there to Fort Collins, Colorado. My mother that raised me and my father were professors at Colorado. So I moved to Fort Collins, Colorado. I remember as far back as when I was 3 or 4. And I was just a little boy, in front of the Christmas tree, and we had a great little neighborhood, and things didn't change until I got 5 when they got a divorce and moved to Washington, D.C. I know none of this. I'm a 5-year-old kid now, right? And we move into D.C. and they say there's a pool around here, and you can go and go to the kids can go to the pool. But as we came into D.C., there were the riots.
Right. Well, because MLK just got shot.
From King got shot. This is in 68.
Right.
So the first thing I saw was fires, tear gas, all the stuff we just saw during the pandemic, which makes this kind of a really good time to talk about this stuff because there's parallels,
Yeah.
So we get there finally and settle in. So a couple of weeks, people are saying, the kids go and play at the pool. So we went. And at the time I didn't know, but the black kids beat our ass. I didn't know what black was, so they beat our ass.
Right. You didn't realize you were black
Mm-hmm.
until you moved to
Yeah,
DC.
yeah.
It almost reminds me of
Yeah.
the Chappelle skit,
Mm-hmm,
like the blind
the blind
black kid growing up in a white orphanage. And,
yeah, he blind.
you know,
yeah,
and the teacher said, well, it's just easier telling me he was white. So he
Right.
grew up as a racist.
Right.
Right, exactly.
That's the best illustration of racism is blind because, you know, Davis, this black dude going, niggers shouldn't stay near us. We need to stay away from niggers, you know? And it's just brilliant because that was my experience. They beat our ass and were saying, white cracker, kill the white crackers and the white cracker lover. So I'm 5 years old.
So you were considered a white cracker lover?
Yeah.
Because you had white parents?
Yeah.
Or white mother at that point?
But I'm not knowing that. So I go, I'm 5. So I go home and I go, why they keep calling me white cracker lover? I like graham crackers. I'm 5.
They're brown.
Yeah. You know what I mean? White crackers are kind of dry. You got to have water with them. Graham crackers go straight down, man. Yeah, I appreciate a graham cracker. So she said, that's what people, your color, call people our color when they don't like them.
Mm.
This is where the color split came in for me. I said, well, what do you mean? She said, they're black people. And I said, no, they're not black, though. They're brown. See?
Right. But you had, just a reminder for a second, you had 2, I guess, step siblings.
Yeah, my brother and my sister.
Right, who are both white, obviously.
Right.
Right.
You know, I didn't know that Cindy Brady was white or that David Carrot, Keith, what is his name in Partridge Family? I didn't know that I didn't know Elmer Fudd was white. I just knew Elmer Fudd was Elmer Fudd.
Right.
This is when the color thing came into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so my mother tells me, that's what black people call people who are our color when they don't like them. And I'm like, okay, well, they're not black, they're brown. Because I learned my color from the crayons, right? So she says, yeah, but that's what we call them. So I'm like, okay, well, that's inaccurate. I'm 5 years old. I'm going, because I thought we were like animals. Because I grew up on farms, I grew up in Wyoming. So when I saw a litter, I saw a dog had puppies. A dog could be a brown puppy, have a white one, a gray one, a black one. I thought we were like that.
Yeah.
Or a horse. Could be a white horse, and it would have like a brown coat. So I thought we were like that.
Okay, so you thought at that point that those were your real parents?
No, yeah. I mean, how can I not? I'm looking at I'm looking at the way that nature works, and I'm going, I'm a brown one.
Yeah.
You know, like a little brown kitten or a brown dog, you know, in the litter or whatever. That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.